Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1973 Smith-Corona Galaxie 12 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA and one of the more popular typewriters of all time. Very fun and easy to use. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the left margin. I'm going to set that around 2 or 3. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the right margin, 75-ish. That paper has some ink on it, so I'm just going to use a fresh page. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers, holds the page down nice and tight. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single. It skips 1 space. If you put it on double, it skips 2. Put it on 3, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the black indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Super reliable, fun, workhorse style typewriter. Print looks beautiful. Pica typeface, prints 10 characters per inch. Really dependable style machine. All metal, all quality parts. And this kind of dominated the market with the Galaxie 10, the Galaxie 12, the Classic 12, and so on. It's pretty much just all the same with different branding. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that forward. It unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Going to flip this down for now and put the color back on black. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side. Very good. Low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys a bit harder for them to print, but they respond faster. The lower you go, the less tension. Tab on the top side here. Right now we have tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to go through and clear each one of them by hitting that clear button on the right side of the tab. So now we don't have any tabs set, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter by just hitting that set button right there. Very good. So a bunch of cool functions this has is the changeables. It's got 2 on either side here of custom keys. Most typewriters traditionally don't have a 1 or an exclamation point. So this is a custom key, and all you have to do is buy the kits. This is the, it comes with the 1 exclamation point and the plus and equals standard, but you can get pretty much anything if you can find them on eBay. It comes with the slug, which is this, and you just tilt it and pull it off, and the cap. So these are the standards that come from stock with the Galaxie 12, but they had all kinds of different ones that you can just swap in and out. Another cool function is the power space. It's like a machine gun space, really cool. Some of them will have a half space on some of the newer models on the left side there. And it's got a key down button. So if you get a key stuck on the top, then you push this, it brings it down, so that way you don't have to get ink on your fingers by pulling that down. Just everything's on the keyboard. It's kind of useless if you ask me, but hey, maybe some people use it. If you have sticky, you won't have sticky keys though if you buy one of these from me, so you will never have to use that. All right, we're going to slide the hood forward. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right clockwise. If you want to switch that direction manually, you just flip this switch behind the left spool downward or towards the back. It'll pull to the left. Up or to the right, pull to the right. And it has an automatic reverse when you get to the end of the ribbon. If your ribbon has eyelets, which is a little metal piece, it'll pull on this mechanism on either side and swap it to the direction it needs to go to automatically. This is the carriage lock. When you flip it up, it releases the carriage and locks it in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around causing any kind of damage to your escapement or your internal mechanisms. This is the carriage release, and this is an actual 3D printed replica that I designed and 3D printed. I also 3D print and design the knob too if you have a broken one. This one's an original. This is a 3D printed one. But the 3D printed knobs that I make look pretty much exactly like that. This is an original on this side, but they're getting old and they start to break off, so they don't make them anymore. So you kind of got to 3D print them, and you can buy them from my shop on eBay. Push in this button here, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space, and the same concept with this lever on the inside. Flip that down, it disables the spacing. Flip it up, you get the clicks, and it's got a page gauge. So when you load the page, you want to make sure that the page gauge, if you're keeping track of this, is right underneath the 11. There's a little notch there. So as you're feeding it through, it'll start to warn you on the left side that you're getting close to the end of the page. That's 2.5 inches. That's 2 inches left. 1.5, 1 inch, and that's the end of the page. That's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.